Alrighty, guys. Good evening. Happy fucking Tuesday. Hope you guys are having a wonderful evening so far, guys. Tonight we're going to be doing more of the Battlebits after a little short podcast. See what's going on here. What's going? Doing the do's? Oh yeah. Good. Righty. Righty. Oh my god. Okay. Alrighty, guys. Good. We guys are having a wonderful evening. We're gonna get the coffee, get things into the doing here. What's going on? Yeah. Ready. I'm gonna grab my coffee and we'll get into the tubes. Okay. What do we got going on here tonight, guys? Let's see. it, it's broken. I have a new BIOS. Oh my god, it's been so long. That's what she said. Oh my god, people watching me on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. It's creepy. Riding the rail, Thomas the Tank Engine train in Japan. Oh, geez. Let's... Would you destroyed itself? Yes, it did. Because I didn't finish watching it. I definitely finished watching this.
Coming. That's all I've got for today. Go away now.
Yeah. Like that. Sometimes YouTube doesn't remember that you finished watching a video. I don't know why. We definitely watched it yesterday. Yep. What do we got going on in the tubes, guys? Take a peek. Oh, there's one that I wanted to watch. What was it? Gabriel's Nexus using filler to make fun of pre-builds. Okay. Steve MRE. Oh my god. The UAP, special UAP report. Cringe? Oh yeah. All the kids love saying cringe. It's cringe, man. Cringe implies that it's not them having an emotional reaction. It's your emotional reaction that's actually wrong. Your behavior is wrong, which makes them feel something, even though it's them that's feeling something. Yeah. Way of displacing feelings. Loki Season 2 trailer breakdown. It might actually be good. It looks like it's not literally just full of them tearing apart Loki, but maybe it is. We'll have to wait and see. Loki Season 1, not a huge fan. Basically because it became both female Loki, and the main Loki was just a blithering idiot. So, you know, I guess. Depends on what you like watching. Video I was going to take a look at. Where is it? This is 60 minutes, so. A weird all-in-one. Might take a look at that. What was it? There's a channel. Bauer, maybe? No. What else? Live roundtable on historic UFO meeting. Okay. 1 million views. Dear God. Disenchantment's back. Disenchantment's been gone for like 4 years. It's been a long time. CG. Yeah, sitting on a ladder. Nice tank top. Yeah. Ukraine possibly shooting missiles at Moscow. I don't think they would, but maybe they would. I was pretty sure the first one that, first time that that news popped up a couple months ago, I thought it was Russia doing it to themselves to garner publicity for escalation or reduce support to Ukraine. And now it just kind of seems like maybe Ukraine is doing that. I don't think so. Like, the majority of support for Ukraine in the Russia-Ukraine war comes from the idea that they are not the instigators. They're not actually the attackers, right? They're on defense, defending their country. But the moment they become the instigators and the attackers, then that support disappears, which is why I don't think they'd ever do it. Maybe I was thinking of Devour. No way. No way. Castlevania. We took a look at that yesterday, the actual trailer. Oh, this is 6 years old. Okay. Not seeing anything. Maybe we'll take a look at the cooler. I was pretty sure, I mean, I obviously like Smarter Every Day, and I do enjoy watching his content, but I don't think this is actually... that wasn't what I was thinking of. It's 60 minutes, too. Really long. We could watch that in multiple goes and split it up. Some of his better videos tend to be longer, too. Yeah, I was thinking of that. I don't think so. Chris Fix is fantastic. Not gonna watch that though. Oh, are you Stranger Parts? We haven't taken a look at Stranger Parts in a while. Pretty neat videos. Test equipment. They built a really expensive building. Good for them. Really expensive room, that building. Let's take a look at this.
Oh, this is never going back together. The most complicated AIO I've ever taken apart. This thing is completely absurd with how it's assembled. This bizarre liquid cooler has a dual pump design that visually appears to be inspired by the Red Alert Aftermath Chrono Tank or Chronosphere. But even more important than that, its manufacturer, Allzai, says it has gravity coaxial with ultra long life. If you're wondering what that means,
I am.
Moving on. This is the Allzai Infinite i360, but sometimes it's called
this is just a filler.
Infinity. The product
But
page
interesting.
and the product box don't match. It's always a good start when the company can't keep its own naming straight. But it wouldn't be the first time.
The AMD 4800U is on the left. The Intel 11th Gen platform is on the right.
The cooler uses a unique dual pump design, meaning it has two pumps in the housing for a push-pull setup. The theory here is that that should speed up the liquid flow, which does actually help. We've tested that and demonstrated it before, that as liquid moves through the microfins in a cold plate faster, it does in fact help keep things cooler. It just depends on the heat load, and it depends on the design. Something like an AIO, we might not see a benefit, but we'll test it today. And in addition to the review and the benchmarks, we will be tearing this cooler down to see what it looks like inside and just to confirm some of the statements that Allzai is making. Now, this is $120 for the 240 millimeter version, which isn't far off of most of the other liquid cooler prices. The 360, meanwhile, has been anywhere from $130 to $160 when we could find it. And much like the naming, the pricing appears to be inconsistent on this. But the cooler isn't necessarily just a meme product, despite how easy they make it. It might have some actual potential. So let's get started. Before that, this video is brought to you by fans of modernized features. So it does the
definitely looks like
fans
Arctic fans. They copied the design from Arctic fans.
Much everyone moving towards now, where there's a pin to pad array as the interconnect basically in between the fans. You socket them together, and then you've got a cable that seats onto the end and provides power. So it's ticking the boxes that companies like Lian Li have been starting to, well, develop to be ticked. We had to do most of the research on this one on our own because the product's marketing isn't particularly helpful, but it does make some bold claims, such as, be cool, be visible, and new arrived just for better. It also talks about being more delicate, and it boasts of its dual sucker cooling liquid with intelligent factors. There are far too many options for commentary on dual sucker technology, so we're going to move forward with some technical specs instead. The tubing on this
Suck
uses
and blow.
a PTFE
This is push and pull.
interline
Suck
tubing.
and blow.
It's basically a Teflon coating inside of a plastic tube, and there are typically two types of tubes for liquid coolers. There's a rubberized one, and those are kind of more common at this point. Then there's the Cooler Master style, which is basically what this is, where it's that more rigid tubing with the inner lining. Now, the benefit to doing the Teflon coating or the PTFE coating inside is that you reduce the permeation of the liquid into the tubes. Over time, there's some small amount of liquid loss as the
friction.
liquid permeates those rubber
It could also
tubes
still be
for
friction.
the other types of liquid coolers. And that means a little bit of a reduction in the liquid volume within the cooler. The upside to the rubberized tubes is that they're
Over
more
time, all-in-ones
flexible,
just dry out.
whereas these
Like
types
the
of tubes,
coolant in them
if
just
you
dries
bend
out.
them too
They-
much to a point of
The
basically
liquid
taking
will
it,
eventually
it will
just seep
crack that
through the
line,
pipes
and
and
then you
will
have a
dissipate
more
into the air.
significant loss of
Like
performance and
extremely
actually
slowly. You're talking like
liquid.
3 to 4
But
years.
The benefit is there.
It take
and
forever,
it's not
but it
something
does
that's unique
happen.
to Allseye. It's been around a while now. We also noticed that Allseye is using shorter tubing at 15 inches or about 380 millimeters, depending on where you measure, compared to the other coolers of its class. And that'll limit routing choices with large cases. While we're on the topic of sizing, Allseye seems to almost
save those
brag
pennies.
about its 20 millimeter radiator size as a point of pride. 20 millimeters isn't an abnormal size, and in fact, many mainstream AAA radiators now are even thicker than this. Now, it also comes with a screen, and it's pretty simple. There's no GIF playback or fully enabled video playback like we saw with Height or Corsair recently. Instead, it's just a simple readout of CPU temperature. It can also show GPU temperature, the clock speeds of the CPU and the GPU, and the RPM of the fans. And that's it. You can enable or disable each of these independently in Allseye's software. We used it and it was fine. It's nothing special. It had one bug where the feature to display only one parameter didn't work. It just constantly rotates system stats instead. But the software doesn't try to do too much, and that's good. The screen in our unit also wasn't square, so it looks like it got shaken around or it just wasn't mounted properly. Allseye may be a less known brand, but it's still putting some real effort into the finish. The packaging was good and
Clearly
efficient.
enough.
Everything is neatly secured, and there's minimal plastic waste, including resealable bags for the mounting hardware. The fans have metal branding embedded within the plastic. They aren't themselves metal, but it still makes for part of that better look. That wasn't the only weird thing we noticed about the fans, though, with the gimmicky thick sticker that tries to make it appear like an exposed metal bearing and hub. But the other thing was the 9 strut design. So the back of the fan has 9 of these support structures. Typically you'll see 4 of them on the average fan, and it also is a 9-blade fan. This is probably going to cause some problems for acoustics, and we'll show you that today. Because
It can also be used to
you're going
increase
get
airflow
some excess noise,
or,
especially at lower speeds.
vacuum or static pressure, so either direction depending on what's going. Some of the really high-end fans will actually look like 2 blades that are spinning the opposite direction, but one is actually just the struts on the bottom of it, and the top, it looks like the blade actually goes through the strut, and it actually creates more of a sucking action. Obviously creates a lot of noise too, but creates more sucking or pushing action too.
As the blades pass over those support structures, those struts. Now it's time to tear this thing down.
Aerodynamics,
So
and
we
I don't know
only
what
do
that'd
this
be.
for liquid coolers that are
Fluid
truly
dynamics,
unique,
I guess,
and this
because
one
air can be a
definitely
fluid.
is. We want to see the 2 pumps. There's
Functions
one
like a
located on
fluid.
this side, one on this side. You can see where
Obviously not a
it's
fluid.
probably mounted here. And then on the bottom, it looks like all
fluid
of our
dynamics
screws
includes
are
airflow.
in this cold plate where we've got them around the outer edge. For the teardown, I'm going to start with removing these screws around the cold plate. That will immediately cause it to leak the liquid that's in there, which is just going to be a propylene glycol. They have a sticker here that says
Assumedly.
warranty seal torn void. I don't know if we're actually going to tear in that spot. We'll see. The shape of the pump block probably has actual function.
You can get warranty support in the first place.
2 pumps in here, they're going to need a little bit more of a strange design to reorient things to make sure it does, in fact, push and pull. So we'll see how that shape justifies itself as we get into this. These are Torx 9. I am currently working over our silicone soldering and project mat. These are highly heat resistant, and of course they can withstand liquid cooling. Liquid, no problem.
If it's heat resistant, that doesn't necessarily mean it's
grab one on store.gamescience.net
chemically
for your projects,
impervious.
or for your Or
As weird as that sounds,
soldering
because they're two different things.
Jesus.
And weirdly enough, when it comes to
The
material,
screw, I don't know if that was caught on camera. I tried to pop it off the end of the driver and I hit it at the wrong angle and it flew about.
chemical compatibility is like it's
So,
not something I really understand, but I look up. You have to look up charts for shit.
It is a large
Weird as shit.
microfinned area, so that's good. That's what's getting them probably a lot of their performance. As for the height, I'd have to break out one of the Arctic ones.
So, from my experience with liquid cooling, is if you have really thin, really thin fins like this, while it's good initially, when gunk and shit just starts building up in the loop, due to wear and tear over time, maybe algae, some sort of biocontaminant or something, things unexpected, scale, whatever in the loop, this will eventually just fill up. It gets caked in because of how thin the fins are. Basically, you will have no flow. It'll just cut out. So even though thin is sometimes better, it's not always better.
There's something to measure the height of the individual fins. Maybe we can
The
take
very
a
thin
macro
fins.
shot of this or something, but fin stack is nothing abnormal on this unit from Alzai,
Like you can already see it's starting to get caked with shit, right?
or the microfins, I should say.
Not necessarily a good thing. It's something you don't realize isn't a good thing either until you spend a lot of time with.
Hear a little more in there, but we got enough in the solder metal
spend some time with liquid cooling in general.
table anyway. I'm trying to orient all of this in a way that it can go back together. All right, so let's check this out.
We might
That's
skip
just
through. I think the
dry.
reason that they actually do the
hoping that's
teardown
not
earlier in the
any
video
kind
is because they realize people
of-
aren't
doesn't
watching
seem
it.
like any kind of gunk. I think that's just discoloration of the rubber from when they filled it and some of it dried and got under there, because that side was in fact dry. It was pressed right up against the plastic. There's another Torx underneath this plastic. I need to figure out how to get this off. So there's enough clearance now I can get to this Torx 9 under here. So we might be able to take it all out, a little out of order. Probably this one's gonna live in a bucket for the rest of its life because we have cracked plastic now in one spot. All right. So that is actually supposed to come out that way.
No hole.
Yeah. And there's a fill port in there. So the warranty void sticker is where the fill port is. Great. That's good. Good user service. I'm just gonna
Never, ever fill this pump, ever.
Alright. Let's see how this is built. That's the LCD. So on the other side of that is the screen. We've got USB power, so that's USB 2 power, and data, I guess, to that screen. So that's the inside. Not a lot going on that side. On this side, there is actually a lot going on. So they have multiple custom PCBs here. This is kind of wild to look at. So check this out. They have this upper PCB that intersects with the outer circular ring. They have that on both sides. It's a half circle. So this is one half circle of PCB. This is the other half of it. I thought it was a punch through it, but it's not. So that's two PCBs plus the center one. Plus the other side has two PCBs. So they're up to 5 PCBs just for this piece. And then the pumps are gonna be inside of here. That's the housing. So we're gonna look at that to see how big the impellers are and what kind of quality they look like. This looks like LEDs. So that's a strip of LEDs there. That's what shines that in place. I have effectively an electromagnet for the motor. I'm gonna clip that.
No, that motor's done.
Really what we're looking for here is, do they tell the truth about everything, and also just how is the build quality? The impeller will tell us a lot about the longevity of
Bearings tell you a lot about
cooler,
longevity.
the AIO solution. So that's why it's important for us to occasionally sacrifice a unit to make sure that stuff
Yeah.
people are buying
Intentionally
is as
sacrificing it.
advertised and
Totally planned on doing this from the get-go,
some
guys.
kind of decent quality standard.
Retconning your
That's
actions.
glue
Love
in
it.
place also. I see hot glue in there. So they've got glue in a lot of places for this.
A lot of streamers do that.
Once you get inside, there was glue all in there. It's also glued. This thing is a huge pain in the ass to take apart.
It's actually pretty
They
complicated.
really made this complicated.
Yeah.
Most liquid coolers, it's the screws on the bottom and then like 4
Because more complicated it is, more likely it is to break too.
Okay. Secret chamber to hide things. Oh, wait. Another hidden chamber. Oh my god. This is bizarrely complicated. I've never actually taken apart an AIO that has this many individual pieces. They normally mold it into fewer pieces of plastic. Oh, this is never going back together. I can see the impeller, I just don't know how to get to it. Fucking. All right, one eternity later, I was just trying all kinds of stuff to expose the impellers, and there it is. I didn't know. All I had to do was that. I pulled on it by accident. Interesting. There was one more hidden chamber, and it was the chamber for our hearts. Oh my god, this is the most complicated AIO I've ever.
Which actually drives up costs too for assembly.
Completely absurd with how it's assembled. I'm kind of shocked it doesn't cost like 8 times more.
Yeah.
Just for the manufacturing cost. So here's a carriage that these were sitting in, something like this. I don't know exactly anymore, but so there's the carriage. You've got part of the impeller structure and the motor here, and then you've got the impeller itself here. So this is one of the higher quality impellers, and they did put 2 in there. So it is in fact dual pump. They're both the same pump. They seem to work.
Like there's a bearing at all.
And a lot of gaskets, a lot of plastic, a little bit of glue, and that's how they seal it all up. So these impellers I like. They're not as large as the ones you see in EK's adapted open loop components that they've brought over to AIOs. Not quite as nice as those. These are more similar to Arctics and better than the older.
Actually, it could still be a bearing. It looks like a sleeve though. Sleeve's literally just a sleeve. It just
that would typically
just rides on
warp
top
or
of
die
it,
over time.
which wears out.
So these are at least higher quality solutions than you see on some of
Stop
those
thinking that,
older
chat.
Asetek models. So that's it for the teardown. This will not go back together. Let's move on to the next part. Our first chart is for a 200 watt heat load with the coolers fully unbound. We're running the fans at 100% speed, and for the Alzai Infinity, that means it's louder, faster fans can try to brute force their way to the top of the chart. We'll look at testing with all the coolers at the same noise level next. As shown in this chart, the cooler ran at about 53 dBA under our standardized test conditions for all coolers. That's loud.
Do they have a
The
non
Galahad AIO 360
AIO in here?
and the EK AIO 360 as well. The results were 46 degrees Celsius over ambient, tied with the Galahad AIO 360 and within error.
So even though they're testing AIOs, it helps having a comparable data point for just normal heatsinks, tower heatsink, because they're very common, and you'd expect an all-in-one to be just better, but they aren't always.
Price and looks, and to some extent, noise normalized thermals. The Liquid Freezer 2420 was at 46.5 degrees here. While technically the same or slightly warmer than the Infinity, its reduced noise levels at 45 dBA make it the more efficient cooler. The same goes for the Liquid Freezer 2360 at 43 dBA, achieving most of the performance with a far quieter noise level. Remember that decibels are logarithmic, so these differences, 7 decibels to 10 decibels, are massive. But the Infinity did prove itself as capable.
Depends on where it is on the logarithmic graph.
Actually perform.
A logarithmic graph, instead of being linear, which is a straight line, goes like this.
Problem with our most controlled test for the
It's like a J, but obviously without the hook on the end.
When we noise normalize, we set the same noise level for all coolers, but we continue using their included fans. The target
Reset the timer,
is 35 dBA at 20-inch distance, and with the Infinity, we temporarily broke the fan response to PWM signal. This is a few problems rolled into one. Since the fans are louder than most at lower RPM settings, we had to drop PWM strength super low to get them to 35 dBA in our standard environment. In the process of doing this, at one point we must have fallen below the PWM signal strength required to keep the fans going, and we had 2 fans instantly ramped to full speed, and then we were unable to issue control to them anymore.
That's always good.
That means even if we went to 90%, 80%, anything else reasonable, and the third fan was just spinning unpredictably and we could no longer accurately control it, but the motherboard still reported that they were spinning at 800 RPM. This isn't entirely surprising on its own. It's actually somewhat normal behavior because when you drop below the minimum required PWM signal strength to keep the fans operating properly, it's one of the possible outcomes. The difference this time was that we could no longer communicate with the fans. Eventually, we were able to fix it We switched between DC and PWM a few times, we temporarily disconnected the fans from each other, and it all worked again. It's just that as an end user, your takeaway should be that this cooler is louder at moderate RPM settings than its competition, despite similar noise at the high end of the range. All that stated, we did get it to work properly for testing. So the Alzai cooler landed again between the liquid freezer lineup and the EKAO, but this time, the EK solution at the top is running 6 fans in push-pull. There's another EKAIO
200 watts
with only 3 fans just below the Infinity. But the Liquid Freezer 2 420 is a fantastic academic representation of why we noise normalize. In the last test, it was technically warmer, but more efficient. But coolers get punished for that result when at 100% fan speed. In this test, it's at the top. The extra surface area and the capacity of the liquid really helps pull it to the top of the charts here. As for the Infinity, it does fine. It underperforms on VRM thermals, but for the CPU thermals, it's up here with everyone else once again. This chart shows how the cooler affects neighboring VRM thermals. For liquid coolers, we mount them in an equivalent position to a top mount in a case, so the fans blow straight into the VRM. As a result, of course VRM thermals remain more than good, but it's interesting that the Infinity runs warmer than other liquid coolers here.
They generally shouldn't blow into the case, so sucked out of the case, so the airflow is being pulled over the top of the VRMs. Assumedly,
most of its static pressure.
Usually it's at the top of the case and it gets pulled up.
At lower noise levels as you begin to add more resistance to the intake or the exhaust. It's important for you to keep in mind if you want it to be quiet. It's not going to do quite as well with the resistance as others. Pressure testing is up now. Every time we show one of these charts, we're showing you something that you all directly contributed to. This pressure scan testing is made possible with expensive software and tools that we purchased with help from all of our see a review that in the car coverage along the top just to give us a cooler tested using an ultra precise needle for depth and microns from a known 0 point, which helps us evaluate.
It's great and everything, but the end result is basically they're just showing it off.
Infinity only had one pit that deviated meaningfully from the median, but overall its surface was smooth and flat. The cooler is alongside the same characteristics as the Assassin 4, showing an overall good finish to the cooler. The MX is
pretty straightforward on both platforms, so we're going to jump straight into it without much explanation here. I'm going to go ahead and remove.
Jump past this.
Really nails some aspects of this, but
I guess that's supposed to be an end user installing stuff.
We'd still buy something else. So at something like $120 for the 240 millimeter option, an Arctic Liquid Freezer 2 240, especially without LEDs, will be far cheaper. And performance-wise, you're at least on par, but definitely more efficient with something that isn't this Alzai cooler. It does fine for cooler. It's okay, but it's not impressive enough to buy if you don't really specifically like something about this. You'd have to like how it looks. That's basically the main reason you buy this.
Good.
And if you do,
Good.
Great.
Interesting cooler. Not really. Like with a lot of coolers, it seems like, it'd be fucking fantastic. I used to buy Zalman coolers all the time when I was younger because it looked really cool. They had some really neat looking coolers. But when it comes down to for like heat sinks, when it comes down to it, to the end of the day, it basically just comes down to a block of metal and how well you can move heat around. So it turns into a giant radiator like a D15 because that's the end result.
The downside of the fan design,
sacrifice some utility for some creativity or art.
Pretty well. That much is good. The way the cable connects is
like
good.
if you saw the Zalman coolers, you kind of get what I'm talking about.
Consider like the noise of the fan and how it cools at a given noise level. So we had issues at lower noise levels where because we had to bring the speed down so much to get those noise levels, and that's probably a result of the strut design.
Like that one, for instance. Pretty cool looking stuff.
We end up with an issue with static pressure.
Pretty cool looking things, but at the end of the day, they're pretty inferior to just a normal block cooler like that, which I guess they eventually made. They're really neat looking, but other than that, they just aren't really utilitarian.
Here, it's not just some throwaway product. They really want to do a good job with it, and that's clear because of the money that's being spent on some of the finer touches for
final touches. Again, like assembly cost.
Rubber damping on the back is
assembly
standard,
cost,
but not something you'd find on a throwaway product, and even the metal plating on the fan. So they're trying. It's just that in a competitive sense, they are at best about equal with their competitors, and at worst, a little bit below for the
No.
noise normalized results. So
And
that's it for
a
the
much more expensive
All-Eye
product
Infinity
to make
or
and
Infinite
produce.
i360. Pretty interesting product.
Interesting.
We're glad we got to work on it. And as always, thanks for watching. Check out our playlist for other cool reviews. Or you go to store.gamers.
It's pretty decent for an AliExpress product. I'd agree with it, although too overcomplicated. Yeah.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you all next time.
Very, very complicated for something they're probably gonna. So the way stuff like that usually works is when they start losing money because their production process isn't really, it's not refined or economic in any way, shape, or form. What eventually happens, they're just going to take that product and they're going to make it cheaper, and sacrifices are going to be made. But the original review, which is right here, prior to this happening, so like in a year or two, when they realize they're wasting money and they aren't really generating the revenue they thought they're going to, is they're going to make it cheaper, and it's probably just going to become much more inferior, unfortunately. But that's usually the way it goes. Anyways, let's move along, guys. Let's get into the Reddits here and see what's going on. Season 6 skins. Yeah, someone leaked. There's an Anna skin. It looks like a cyberpunk Anna skin. Which we aren't going to take a look at till Blizzard announces it. Leaks aren't really worth covering, in my opinion, because usually it's part of the pie. AMD Reddits. That rolls out. Yep. Also, Asus rolled it out. Nothing for Asus here. Pretty sure this is 07. 07B, not C. They're behind? I'm probably going to do this off stream. It doesn't really matter. Maybe my system will finally boot at normal speed. It literally takes a minute to get through the initial BIOS. For the initial, like, not to get through the BIOS turn on. Right now. And that's been an issue for a while on the platform. Let's go. Asus 1517. BIOS. That didn't do it. I've done it. There's just no posts on it. Try this. July 23rd. I still can't run at my stock speed for my memory, which is 6400. I think I'm running at 58 right now. Yeah, so it fixes a lot of the issues. Cool. Do that off stream. DVD Reddits. Finally happening. Yep, aliens. Get to loop an alien and then drop a pallet on it. And BM it in the exit gates. Should be fun. Predator would have been a better one. I'm one of the first people to mention Predator. A bunch of people mentioned Alien. I actually pointed out Predator 2 years ago. Everyone's asking for Aliens. Yeah, 2 years ago. Because Predator would allow you to pull up people, make people... you could pull out someone's spine and make a trophy out of it. You can't do that with... well, you can kind of do that with Aliens. It's not the same thing. What do they call monument? Oh yeah, I have a couple of posts of that long time ago. I wonder how you search your posts on Reddit. Can you search your posts? Despite Reddit being a major part of the internet, guys, it is very difficult. Just like with Twitter, they have very, very poor search tools for some reason. Yeah, Slane, you just jumping gibberish in my chat again? Good. Thanks, Slane. Battlebit Reddits. I think I have Twitter posts that too. Very certain I do. That's easier to search than Reddit is. Go Twitter, you search some gibberish, it really doesn't even matter what you search. Advanced search. Exact words, all these words. Predator. Counts. Free TV. And search. February 15th, 2022. It's a long time ago. Got him. You guys think I'm crazy. Can you search? Can you even search Twitter normally? Let's see. No. There's no way to search Twitter. Why are these my first tweets it shows? Why is this my first tweet? It doesn't even show my pinned tweet. I guess this is my most liked tweets. Lost my legs out of mine, so they attached my body to an APC. Get fucked. Oh, this is getting, top of the wind turbines? I've never actually climbed up the wind turbine. So you need to have a grappling gun to go up them. The fuck? Okay. Why does it have 900 upvotes? Gotcha. Icons for 14 unreleased weapons in the game files. Current weapons, those are skins. Which is basically doing drops for all the skins, so they're just skins. Wait, are these not skins? E3 is not in the game. F2000 not. And none of these are. There's even more, but yeah, we should start releasing some of them. It's not necessarily about releasing them as much as it is about having them balanced, is my guess. Hopefully after a weapon rebalance. Yeah, they need to rebalance all the major weapon categories. Sniper, SMG, assault rifle, LMGs, they all need to be rebalanced so that they actually have their own category. Gun differentiation, as I call it. They're all unique and different, or the categories are unique and different from each other, not necessarily each gun. Alright. We're going to move on here, guys. I'm going to wash my coffee cup out, and then we're going to play some Battlebits. 1 second. Ready. Yeah? Oh, don't make me clear chat, Slane. Don't make me do it. I will. I will. Done. done. Yeah. Ah, lovely. Okay. Okay. Let's go. See what's going on tonight, guys, in the Gamaz. So, what were we doing yesterday? I think we're Val. Oh, yeah, I went back to the Vector because it seemed like we're having heavy bullet sponging. People are just eating damage and not dying. So we're probably going to use Vector for a little bit and probably switch to the MP5. Val just turns out to be a pooper. Not really interesting. How do we get in lock squads? I don't know. Squads are full. Like, look at this, for instance. There's a lot, even tonight, not so bad tonight, but there's a lot of people with high pings now. I don't know what this is. Like, did they shut down the Chinese servers or something? Maybe they should consider region locking servers. Ready. Vector. I want to switch squads. Grass is always greener, guys. Oh, there we go. Squad is still back at spawn. Bitch. Whatever. I don't know what our squad's doing. Let's go on foot. Around with getting one shot there. That guy just slid around the ground. How's he not dead? Tried to me too, man. Get your med kit. Oh yeah. Now we have 3 combiner mags. Yep. Now we have 3 loader mags. Now we have 3 combiner mags. Ah, there we go. Fuck, did that guy not die? I don't know. Lots of bullet sponging still. Good. Do I have any ammo? Do I have any ammo? Do you have ammo? No, you don't have ammo.
Nope.
Ammo? I live long enough to use my ammo. Someone give me ammo. Please. I don't want to die. I will.
No, just go die. Just
I'll
go die.
respawn.
Just go die.
Don't make me do it. I'll respawn. Hey, buddy. That's still pretty good considering that guy was staring at me. I think you need 5 bricks to blow them up. There's guys in the trench too. That's unfortunate.
You guys are so unaware, holy.
Yeah, I don't think you actually get... Like, look at that. It almost took an entire fucking clip to kill that guy. I don't think you get points for, Holy fuck, these guys are alive.
Oh, no.
Christ.
Good man.
Yeah, you did, buddy. I'm friendly here.
Yeah, well, you can see them. Anyone can see that it has nothing to do with me either. So you can't go, no, it's a skill issue that all of a sudden there's 100 plus pings on the server. Yeah, fuck off. Some people are not helpful. I get it's fun to meme, but it's hoping to look for, like, some sort of actual, like, response from someone who had any idea what they're talking about, instead of just memeing. Definitely increase. The amount of registration issues definitely increase. I know. Found your mom made last night.
Yeah.
See, like, that guy just took the right amount of bullets, right? He just died. Yeah. Okay. Nope. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. They took C. They took C. killed me. Bro. That's actually friendly. I thought there was an enemy. Maybe they stealth nerf some of the SMGs. So I use SMGs like all the fucking time. That's an enemy.
From fucking
Dude, there's a guy right next to you. Say there is a guy right next to you. Don't sit there and scream like a little kid. In that horde of dead bodies, there was an enemy. And he killed me. That's not good. Guy behind him killed me. It swear to God, it could be. It could be they've changed the SMGs. Like, maybe we should try the PP. PP, like, time to kill on the PP is... Maybe we go MP7. Let's go MP7. The PP, time to kill, is pretty poor. And is good. Still dying to the Vector. Not all the time. We're dying to a lot of assault rifles. Oop. I don't know if that was a guy. What? That guy... What the fuck? I think the guy that just killed me was the guy that was wiggling, but looking at my teammates. And I'm not getting swept to the ground.
I'm on the floor.
God, bitch.
This feels a little bit better. We'll give it a shot, though. So it could be that just like the popular SMGs got nerfed. Armor hits. Lots and lots of armor hits. Like I've mentioned before, I do not feel as though the stats on weapons are accurate. I think those are placeholders or possibly... This feels better than the Vector does, guys, I'm not gonna lie. Mines. Placeholders or maybe not constantly updated stats. I don't think they reflect the live game at all. I've mentioned this before. Talked about it before. Yeah. Okay. So it feels as though they are changing the guns without telling us. Necessarily, they don't need to tell us. But I'd like to know that they're changing stuff without telling us. That'd be nice. But they might be doing that so they can get clean stats. I.e. people aren't boosting the stats simply because, oh, shit. Because people aren't using certain weapons or they are using certain weapons and you don't know. Like, if a gun changes, in Overwatch, for instance, there is a heavy bias towards what casters say. Casters say? I could behind you.
Get it out! Please, out!
Lots of dead bodies. He's in the corner. He's in the corner laying down. And then once stuff changes, like Fortnite, for instance, doesn't give you balancing updates anymore. When stuff changes in the game, they can get clean stats because people aren't using shit simply because it's changed, right? They're like, oh my god, this gun's so OP now because it's changed. Obviously, it's good, right? Despite the fact that it might not actually be good. That being said, I think even if with a bias, you could still pick it out with enough data points, and it doesn't matter if you tell people. Those are enemies! Enemies by the enemies by the truck! By the truck! By the semi! I think you killed them all. I looked and I saw all those blue dots behind that guy, and I thought those were friendlies. I looked at them first because I thought they're enemies, and I looked away because I was like, no, the blue dots are there, and there were enemies. Shoot first, ask questions later, guys, is what you're supposed to be doing. Killed. He's behind the sandbags up top. Behind the barricade. Laying down in the corner. Right in the corner, behind you! Behind you! Behind you! Why are you doing this? Why? Why do you have to die that way? Why do you have to be that way? He probably doesn't have voice on. That is a fucking knower. Who is this guy? Fezwinkles. Why can't I bandage myself? I'm gonna die now. Die. That was 100% a knower, literally looking right at my spot up top. We're gonna report that. Fezwinks. Find him. Bridge line. Tuck one out. Always throw your grenade, guys. Do you have any idea who the enemies might be? Oh my god. Dead. Coming out of the forest. Out of the forest, coming out of the forest behind you. Jesus Christ.
To the left.
Forest! They're in the forest.
Thank you.
Sniper? No, they're at the end. Give them their points. Hey, thank you again. Need to get out here. Yeah, this feels fucking better than the Vector, guys. That's crazy. My guess is they're changing something.
This one guy just got captured.
They're changing something with the guns. Now you notice people are killing me with MP7s. When people notice you doing well with weapons, then they start using it too. Just see more of them. Despite the fact the Vector's supposedly like a really good gun, right? And they haven't nerfed it. Supposedly haven't nerfed it. They took C. We can't spawn. I do think at this point the MP7's better than Vector, at least my experience. I don't know why. Like, my would be doing better with MP7 versus Vector. Vector, when I tried the Vector and when we basically maxed it out, I did not feel better than Vector. Another guy further away. No! No! I vaulted it! How did I vault that? I don't even have my vault key set to my jump button. Oh. No, that was a great flank, though. Go to the door. If we can... That? Nowhere as a headshot. There. Just ran away. The moment I started shooting, I just fucking ran away. Even try. Even try. Oh, we lost our spawns. Can't. I don't know. Maybe that means the MP7 has some sort of recoil on it that's fucking me up. Maybe we'll have to fiddle around with my add-ons on the MP7. Like, look how fast this is killing compared to the Vector. Mess around with the add-ons on the Vector. How's he alive? Oh, there's two guys there. I have no idea how that guy's alive. Wonder if that means the MP5's fucked up too. I was using the MP5 and it didn't feel good. Have to go further around. Now they're up top. We have to take the flank line and go around the side. I don't want to be here. Oh, is he there? Oh, if you didn't know, you can actually shoot out that little line around the side. Yeah, blow it up. It actually works really fucking well. Where the helicopters just fly around and then you just drop off the line. They always have the line down. Works very well. Pretty sure the stealth nerf weapons, guys. We didn't do bad. Look at that. You see your own reports exploiting. What? What exploiting have I done? Like I said, I'm pretty sure, like, people don't really understand cheating, and you'll always oftentimes see people reported for exploiting, but exploits are very, very, very specific. Like, if I report someone for an exploit, that's when I know an exploit exists and people are abusing it, like getting inside of a wall or something, right? Exploiting, I actually say, is much more rare than cheating is, depending on the game and how well they actually patch it and work it over, right? And, like, whenever you look at, like, top players, they just have a shitload of exploits. Like, what are you people reporting that? What exploit are they exploiting? Like, it has to be a very specific thing for it to be an exploit, and I've seen almost none of that. So, like, cheating, on the other hand, I'll report people for wall hacks because that's very easy to see. Where an aimbot, you don't really know because you'd have to watch their aim, and, like, you'd have to go into Observer and watch them snapping between people, which honestly could just actually be their aim. But when they're, like, fucking looking directly at you on Z height when you're coming around a wall, and Z height being how high up and down you are, like literally looking at your position, strafing around like that one guy earlier, then I report them. So it looks like the MP7's actually better now. than the vector. But that also can mean maybe we have to change the vector a bit. It might need to be evolved. What we have on here is stubby. Maybe something with a little bit more horizontal. Horizontal is usually what really fucks you up. Horizontal is 1.13 right now. What is my MP7? 0.05. This one we have the Canton. This is basically the best horizontal adjustment. There's some barrel adjustments for horizontal, but then you lose your silencer, and you need a silencer if you are pushing. Let's go back to vector. I'm going to see maybe if we can fix this. There might be something wrong with my vector. We might need a V to it. Pretty sure. Not close enough. There we go. The pristine villages when you first see them. Sound in this game is actually pretty good, which I guess is just the Unity engine. It's nothing to do with the game. It's kind of fucking funny because a lot of games nowadays have really, really shitty sound. If they have positional audio at all. That just took way too many bullets. I think it's horizontal.
Yeah, you're dead as shit, bitch.
Killed me.
Fuck did the enemies go? Is the server full? 84. We're gonna leave, find a new server. Late night games, guys. If they start getting down there, the server's gonna empty out, and it's gonna take really long to do so. Find a new server. Game definitely needs to be more proactive with merging servers late night so that they don't just start dwindling out and popping and fizzle. That definitely kills a lot of the gameplay and the momentum of the game. When that happens, I believe this is the same server. Ah, different server. Okay. Push, brothers! For the Emperor! This is be an extremely grind cast. I don't really like this game mode because it's so heavy on just meat grinding. Like, it's one thing if there's a meat grinder, it's another if you can't really do anything at all. Ah, 111. Good gun. Guy behind. Between the cars. He's between the cars.
Hey, on your right.
They're sneaking around the stairwell side, guys. Still doing it. This actually feels worse. We're doing worse now with the vector than we are with the MP7. I think it is the horizontal. Could also be accuracy. Grenades. The downside, by the way, of not telling people when you're nerfing shit is people seem to think that guns need to be rebalanced when you're actually constantly rebalancing them and you just don't tell anyone. No, he's gonna rocket me. Grenades. Anyways, tends to be a little bit too meat foddery because we're forced in such close combine, such close quarters. Alive. Nice. From across the map. Snipers need to be nerfed as well as SMGs. Not damage, but velocity needs to be reduced, so you have more difficult time shooting people, and or you have to lead them, which requires more skill.
You know what's coming to help.
Hey, Thack. Good evening, dude. Hi. Behind us. It's like on the ledge. Revolution. That wasn't a friendly nade. That was an enemy nade. Also, it looks like I do not have my YouTube chat open on my streaming PC. Whoops. There's like 5 million things you have to keep track of when you're multi-streaming. It's more shit. It's not elegant at all. See? Yep. How is there so many people there and no one has found that claymore except for me? No idea. Not where we want to step. Here, stop. Should have, C4. They're a little bit too far away to C4. I was thinking about it. Good. Had to leave him. Lots of grinding, guys. A C4 vest? The fuck is that? Why is there a C4 vest following me? What is that? Of all the things that could kill me, it was a guy with the C4 vest. Viewers, it looks like they're coming through. Yeah, it looks like there's too much balance. Is that mine? No. They're just standing in the fucking road. I think we need to go through left side. No, not yet. Why is he just fucking looking up there? The fuck is that? Work that guy for wall hack. That was the guy on the side of the building right there. He's looking up at me. That's a knower. This happens to be really, really, really lucky. Or maybe over the course of his entire squad mates and everyone around there, you have to hear my footsteps.
I just jumped over.
How is no one dead over there? I don't know. Holy fucking shit. No! We had the flank. Do you have a grenade still? Oh, if I had a grenade, that'd be a good spot for a grenade too. I think I need a large mag. Maybe we'll do PP. 2000, that is. Very weird. You could have been looking at the ridge line where snipers are, though, so. See, that one actually kind of makes sense. The other guy was, like, looking up at the sky. What's that doing? How's he alive? There's a guy inside the building under the stairwell. He's dead. we need to double vault that. That's very difficult to do without dying to like snipers and shit, like earlier. They have across the street. Not safe. Not a safe house. They're friendly. Not friendly. What the fuck was that? That looked like an aimbot, but who knows? That was fucking weird. Hard locked my dick. That. Gonna run. Oh, that Billy's dying. Well, that sucks. I might bleed out here. No. Very unfortunate. Notice how our teammates, like, this is the fucking, this is the sniper curse, guys, where you have a bunch of people that are literally just sitting on hills just shooting because they don't want to die. You get shit like this. This is really... They're all going to die now because our reinforcements are so far back from them. We have to come from spawn. There's almost no way that this is going to hold in any way, shape, or form. This is one of the problems with having too many snipers, too. And they're just literally just sitting up here all plugging away, jerking off with one hand, playing with the other. The sniping's way too easy, and it puts you at 0 risk. Way too easy. Has a lot to do with velocity. I'll make you mad. You know something we don't? Bridge line. Another guy that was looking at me. Neither of those two guys at the front were looking at me. There's a guy in the back on the left that was looking at me. One was coming around the corner. Good fucking shit. You gotta be kidding me. He was lucky. Huh? Ah, it's armor hits. Try the MP5. Still feels like the MP7's better. No. Try this. Problem with the MP5 is it's giving you the same thing with the vectors, like no redges. And you can't do that with the MP5, because if you do that, you lose, like, all your damage is just gone. You get no redges. It doesn't even feel faster. It's supposed to be faster than the vector. It does not feel like I'm moving faster than the vector. dead. This is supposed to be faster and more stable than the Vector, and it does a lot more damage too. Looks like they came around the side of H1 there. No, I'm screwed. Once again, curse of the snipers. I should be faster. This guy's a Vector. I should be faster than this guy, but I'm not. Like at all. I'm like the same speed as him. I'm not supposed to be the same speed. I'm supposed to be faster right now. That's excluding the armor, too. I have armor that makes me move faster as well. Nothing. That's nowhere. And it took me forever to reload. So they definitely are fucking with the guns. And it looks like this is now broken. My build here is now broken. So run speed is 1.11. Run speed 1.08. And this is excluding my armor, which makes me move 5% faster. So this at 1.08 is running the same speed as 1.11. Same speed as this at 1.11. And it also feels like the damage isn't the same. They definitely, I swear they adjusted the damage. I swear this was like 41 before. It was something absurd. It's still really high. .07. This feels faster than the Vector or the MP5. Faster than the MP7 is. Try switching the mag off, and then we'll put it back on. Still feels slower. This feels like Groza speed. Maybe not as slow as Groza, but slow, just as fast as the Vector. Definitely stealth nerfs. Well, a bunch of people looking at the rope. Waiting for free kills. We gotta find a different way around. There. Unfortunately, I could not try the P90 yet. They definitely, the Val happened too. I thought it was crazy. They definitely nerfed the Val like a day after I started using it. I know it had anything to do with me. But they definitely nerfed the Val. Guy's trying to shoot me through the wall. He's moving the same speed as me right now. Takes forever to reload this mag, even though it's supposed to be faster. It's supposed to be faster to reload than I think the Vector. It feels slower now. Because of the limited capacity of the magazine, it's supposed to make it faster. Reload speed with 3.85. Oh no, it's just actually faster on the Vector. So it's just slower in general. Ew. Oh. Like, it improves the run speed. It feels like the run speed bonus is gone.
Like,
Doesn't even feel like there's a point in this match. If you're attempting to push, it doesn't even feel like there's a point of bandaging. Waste of time. It takes like, what, 5 or 10 seconds to bandage to full? And you can respawn in like 3. Okay. Well, that was a giant fucking grind. We break even? We did. Look at all the people with bad pings. It's like 20% of the server? Be 15% of the server has bad pings. Multi-isle we leave. Isle isn't bad. And Tensa. Off we go. Good, good, good. Yeah, so 1.11, but it moves the same speed as Vector does. So actually might be even slower than Vector because I don't know whether or not that guy had a 5% armor bonus on. So it's moving slower than 1.08. MP7 feels faster than the Vector does, or the Vector might even be slower than what it's showing now for move speed. The Val was a turd. They definitely made it into a turd now. There's almost no... You have this on it, you lose a lot of your run speed. And... 0.2. I think they all reduce. Doesn't. Like, this almost moves as fast as SMGs. Like, that it might even be moving as fast as MP5 is, even though it's only 1.05. The reason we stopped using this is because it really sucked at range. And it's too much bounce, and when you put the thing on to make the bounce better... when you put the thing on to make the bounce better, the horizontal bounce better.
Yeah, that was my boy. What's up, man?
Get that? No. Top game. That's kind of pointless. Sniper. I don't know where the enemies are. Is the server still full? Nope. We're gonna leave. And teams are off balance too. So a couple things they need to do. They need to proactively merge servers more faster. And then they also need to rebalance teams too after map rotations and there. Next game. So there definitely is changes in the weapons. The most obvious one is run speed, as you guys can see with the Vector and the MP5. I gotta piss, guys. Be right back. And it looks like the Veil is now usable again. But we'll wait and see. It's normally the medium range shots that are really fucked up. So. Server full. It is. Okay. This feels about as fast as the Vector is. Why does it feel like, though, am I shooting rubber bullets now? What the fuck? Feels like the MP443 has changed too. One of the reasons I'm using MP443 is because it one-shots a lot, or it seems to one-shot a lot. Guy stirring down the side. Maybe we'll go across the way instead. Try rotating. Way to grinder. Normally, the map's more split up, like people are in different parts of the map. Everyone's in the same spot here. There's guys at the pillbox and the back left guys behind our lines. Back left behind our lines. They actually picked up the D now. Oh, that's a good spawn! No! This kind of feels like what the MP5 did for a while. Be around that. Even fuck aiming at me. Trying to kill the guy in front of me. Down there. Cut. Ah, we're back at the same exact spot. Let's go to MP7 again. Could be I'm ADSing too much. And now half our team is snipers. We do not want to be there. Oh, okay. 5? No. Forever. Motherfucker. Fuck. Yeah. Guys just sitting there fucking in the open, guys, strafing back and forth while ADS. Okay. So we're actually behind their lines pretty far. Let's try reversing polarity here. Okay. Why is it not pulling out my gun? I hit 2 like 4 times. Why are you not pulling out my gun? Like, even after I left the water, it wasn't pulling it out. Yeah. Fucking snipers looking at us? No? Jill? Okay. Rough night, again. It definitely feels like part of this problem is the guns are changed, but the game's not telling you the guns are changed. So, like, I can't even try and figure it out on my own. Snipers on the islands again. Oh. Okay, that worked out. Holy shit! He just got fucking finessed. Yeah, like this feels like it actually moves faster than the Vector. This has slower move speed than the Vector does, though. That's a Claymore. Oh, oh. That's an enemy. Ah. Please ban me. No. Hope you're having a lovely evening, though. You don't want to be in here. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, look, the gas across the way. Alright. He's dead.
Okay, okay.
And we got shot from the side. Okay. What the fuck? How the fuck? Yeah, I didn't pull out my pistol for some reason. Wouldn't pull out my pistol. You can suck my dick, dude. I was pushing 2 again. Like, it seems like there's like an animation lock or something that I'm not figuring out. Oh, yeah?
We're gonna hold D, and then once they break through,
Oh, yeah? Okay.
or they're taking C, we'll
All right.
go back to C.
Yep.
Once they,
That'll work perfectly.
if they hit.
There's the amateur, the strategists, the amateur strategists. And those plans never fucking work. Real life, they might. Video games, not really. So now we gotta go back to C.
Actually, their spawn is on the other side. Never mind. We'll just defend C and go and try to get B.
Fucking shit. And I shot my teammate. Good. You guys blow us. That's not what we need to worry about right now, though. Lots of nowheres, guys. Maybe we should even try a new server here. I don't know. How many more tickets we got left? Everywhere we go, there's just a fucking guy looking at us. All times.
I popped the helmet.
Those are all dead. That's an enemy. I thought that was a teammate. That little blue dot right there. I thought that was a teammate. It's not. Fuck, leggy piece of shit. Yeah, you're one leggy piece of shit. The big Willie. Is he even lagging? That's the better question there. Is if it looks like that on my screen, but he's not lagging. Nope, he has a ping of 78. He is perfectly fine, guys. Dude, there was a guy literally right next to you guys.
Oh my god, dude, you're...
What the fuck is going on here? Our team pushed through that area, didn't clear it, and the guy was sitting in the corner. What the fuck?
God damn it. I ran out of road.
What do you think the chances are this game is SBMM, guys? Speaking of which, let's go back to the Vector. Got destroyed. Good.
The damage to rallying there.
Yep.
Oh, never mind.
We're gonna swap servers here too. Let's see. Do we break even? Barely broke even. There is a lot of sus shit going on in this game. 82 and 20, 71 28, 78 20, 82 19 or 29. Very, very weird. Lots of fucking hours. Next game. Swap servers here. Everywhere, guys. Like, I went different directions, went around corners. There's just always a fuck looking at me. I believe this is multi-aisle. We do not play multi-aisle. Next game. I didn't look at my ping. It could be ping, too. I didn't look at my ping on that server. Right, sir, we just left. Ping is 70, which isn't super terrible. Are the enemies? Is this empty? It is empty. Next game. Not empty, but it's 100%, which means the server's probably dying. That's not good. 100's still playable. If it's down to 90, that's usually going to dwindle out to nothing. Seven. Maybe there's a 90 ping server, which is why we're having all the problems. 90 ping's really far. That might even be London. That hits. Tough to see him because of coloration. This feels like it's later than normal too. I wonder if, I don't know if they have procedurally generated maps as far as daylight goes. They might. And shot in the shins. Better. They're taking B. Ah, that did work. Just took a little bit. Feels like darker than the normal sunset for this map. Can't turn the night vision on though either. And the other guy's dead.
You shouldn't have spoken up.
How's the guy alive? Don't know.
He's bandaging. He's got an ugly face. Good kill.
Yeah, I wonder if we were on a 90 ping server earlier, the last one. There's no wall there. It's just a bunch of boxes with people hiding behind it, guys.
What the fuck?
Let's try the C mag. Let's try the drum mag. Back to this guy for a little bit here. Slower. Honestly, it does not feel that much slower. Yeah.
I got
Like, it is so difficult to tell when it's an enemy, when you have a bunch of teammates behind you. It's so difficult to tell when it's an enemy or when it's a teammate. You look at the arrow and you think it's a teammate when it's not.
I need info. Exactly, probably.
Thought my teammates had it covered, they didn't. Like I'd normally go to the right of the building, but if you go to the right of the building, it is open area. Not an open area. It's a river. A trough with like a side area. There's like a little river that goes down here. Wanna be? There just happens to be a guy looking down here. Where I'm shooting people, guys, that are already dead. Like, someone has it locked in and is already firing when I look at them to acquire them and start firing, and then we don't kill them.
Onward.
Grenade. Like over here, it's just a river, so maybe we need to go around. Oh, looks like they're breaking through the side.
Papa! Poppy!
Bro, this guy's so sweaty.
Thank you. I just died to an RPG. Am I even climbing? I can't tell. There we go. There's I believe, a pipeline. There it is. I don't know if we can get on that. Nope. Nope. Well, that sucks. Pretty sure we just got shot by a guy in open. Almost made it. They just completely backcapped their entire team. I think we still haven't cleared C completely. How's he alive? I don't know how that guy, like I said, there's a lot of bullet sponging guys. I don't know how that guy, like the other guy would kill perfectly fine, but that guy that I was chasing with the pistol, we couldn't shoot. We couldn't hit him. He just tried to drop shot me and jump below the ridge line. Drop below the ridge line. Go over there. This is gonna get cleaned out by everyone pushing out the sea. There we go. Like before, it felt like you could easily, comfortably get 2 kills with the Vector with the half mag. Now it doesn't feel that way anymore. A lot of the SMGs, it doesn't feel that way. Stuck. Still stuck. That's better. But we're moving slower now. But it doesn't feel like it's that much slower. So I don't know. The mags on the... I think the stats are just completely just fuckered. Like, they don't link to anything. This is supposed to move slower than an assault rifle. This does not feel slower than an assault rifle. In terms of move speed right now, with the giant mag on it, it doesn't feel that way. Dead. I don't even know if he's dead. literally a guy creeping around the corner in front of all my teammates. Oh my god. Good. It's too far to the side. Okay.
You only killed 3.
Only 3? I know. And unfortunately our entire squad is dead. And now we have to go across the bridge here. We might swap squads. It's not where we want to be. This is like a squad for like snipers. Swap squads. It's Oscar. Better. Does he fort it? I didn't know how close they were. I thought a guy was going to chase me. Did not. Guys over here on the side. Not where we want to be. I don't really understand. Nice. I don't really understand how there's so many enemies there and no one's shooting at them. I guess their teammates are cleared out. They're on the other side of the river again. Want to be there. How can I not kill the guy right in front of me? What is going? Is it the vector? My aim? What's going on here? Nothing.
Help! Help me, please!
They're trying to fucking shoot me behind the crate.
Help! Thank you.
Christ, guys. Moment we fucking move, we get hit by something. Like without actually gaining any distance in any way, shape, or form. Okay.
Can I put it on first?
Where are you at? Where are you at? We can shake hands from this.
Yeah.
Oh, he fucking spawned right there looking at me. They're up top in a little pillbox. Throw grenades up top or C4. They're in this little center area.
Listen, I'm dead.
Guy walking in the open. Actually land a nade in there. I don't think we landed inside the pillbox though. Across the river? Yes, they are. Problem with the river is like we're actually forming our own because of where they're spawning on the side of the river, it's actually making a line because it's so difficult to cross the river. It naturally causes people to not cross the river, right? They just sit on the other side of the river, which then just basically like cucks our team. Like it forms a defensive line that's unintentional and actually hurts our team. Play they're right over here. Yeah, I didn't land on the mine. Fucking guy right there, just chasing me. Yeah, from earlier.
Bonsai.
Holy shit. Maybe there's just something off with my aim, like I can't aim properly right now. I don't know what. I haven't played Overwatch in a bit. To give that a shot and see how far off my aim is. Anything other than multi. Horn 0. Gotta spread the love, guys. Make sure the chat understands. Nighttime? Playing it if it's night. It's not.
But why you? Huh?
Hell yeah.
Uh-huh. Same, bro. You ain't gonna believe what's coming out of my ass.
I hope it's dumb.
No, yeah, it is.
Off we go.
What do you guys think about? I
Dude,
thought
go
that
to
dude
the
was about
base.
to start playing an Apple alarm.
Go to the city right away. Why would you bother stopping at the points the vehicles can immediately go to? Oh, go to D. What are you doing? The vehicles move at the same speed as it does. Like, the whole point of having a helicopter is you can move really fast, so we can take C or D like instantly in the map, and instead he's trying to be a vehicle. What? Like just like well, I mean a helicopter is a vehicle, but a truck or something. Literally no point. And by the way, like if you're flying a helicopter, just dragging the line, or not even dragging the line, just being far enough where people can survive dropping. Means people will get off anyways. You don't even need to stop. It's not real life. Oh, Christ. And he didn't kill himself. Fucking weird. Okay, game. Okay. Fuck, you even shot me. They're moving around our side of the map. Is their side of the map. Ahead of us right now. On D. No! How do you fucking know? How the fuck did he know? Yeah. There's a shitload of guys around me, I just don't know where they are. Maybe they improve the effectiveness of armor. Like how much damage it reduces. Closest spawn we could have? Yeah. Enemies in front of us. I know. I know those are enemies. They're all dead. Yeah, there's some weird shit going on with the Vector. Maybe it's all SMGs now. Why didn't he chase me? Fully expected him to chase me. enemies in there. So fucking knower, he's doing exactly what I was doing, so possibly cheating. Let's see now. Good fucking shit. Oh, they're grabbing D. That's not good. They took D. Yeah. They're empty? No. And we can't spawn. Well, I guess. Holy shit, it's 4:30 already. Oh my god, Ninja Killer! Good evening. How's your day going, dude? Definitely feels like they're stealth nerfing guns, they're changing stuff. It is really difficult. Like, I might just keep using the vector until things get figured out here. Like, I'm not even using my normal vector that I was using, like, what, maybe 3 days ago? It was good 3 days ago. Now we're using drum mag on it because it seems like you can't kill people in half a clip most of the time. It's very unreliable. There's a rope. There it is. That's definitely lie. That's definitely lie. Because this is supposed to run with the drum mag on, I'm supposed to be running slower than an assault rifle right now, and I'm definitely not running slower than like an M4. Huh?
Damn, you good on that shot, bro.
Yeah. How the fuck did I not kill that guy? See, it's like shit like that, where it feels like that guy should be dead. And with normal vector, that guy should be dead. But it feels like maybe time to kill has been increased by like 20% on guns now? On SMGs? Maybe it's just SMGs across the board. Let's go to the MP7 here for a bit. They're definitely all different now.
Oh, you scared the shit out of me, bro.
should have C4'd him. Top floor's gone. Way to get up to the top floor's gone. That's a fucking knower. Peeking around the corner, looking at my face. Let's see. Did they go off? No, they didn't go off. Ah. Oh yeah, Tosin? You're a pick. What does it even mean? Pictures? My face cam not good enough for you? Nice. All right. There we go. How's there a guy right there?
And I'll
Killed
feel
the
bad
guy
about
behind him too.
Yeah.
I can't get in the boom. Oh. There's a guy down there shooting at them. He's just holding down the fucking button. Oh.
Thanks, man.
I do think I need to... That's a knower. The guy that shot at me and was like coming around the corner like stalking me. Not the guy out the window, the guy that came around the corner chasing me down. That's a knower. Here. So it actually feels like the MP7, I mentioned this earlier, but it feels like the MP7 is better than the Vector now. It definitely feels like, you notice those like one-shots? They happen much more often with the MP7 than they do with the Vector. It used to happen all the time with the Vector. Like I said, I think guns have hidden stats. Specifically, there's a crit chance where you'll just insta-kill someone. It's not a headshot. Not the same thing as a headshot. They'll just die. That guy took a shitload of armor hits.
Man, he scared me, bro.
The guy's in here somewhere. Bye. nowhere. He's already crouching when I was about to come around the corner, so he knew I was there. Start reporting some of these. This isn't as bad. That one match, just like 2 maps or 2 servers ago, was really bad. Barely broke even. Lots of fucking nowheres on the ship map. I just fucking hit someone through there.
Who?
Out of all that, I got shot by someone. All those guys, all those teammates running through that building. And I got shot and killed by someone in the middle of all that. So where no one is. Across the way.
Fuck! Dude over here. Help! Hey, 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 hey! Come on.
Oh, way! Oh, what did I ADS? I thought I ADS, and I was gonna shoot him on the, like, when he's going down, and then I fell off too. Oh, jeez. I'll be alive. They definitely, I think they've improved armor, and they've reduced the damage on some of the guns, and some of the recoil, as well as reducing the speed. Same shit, we're gonna report this guy. Same fuck. He's picking me out of everyone here, which generally means he's using a wall hack and possibly stream sniping. Because if you're stream sniping, things are gonna be a little bit different on your end than on my end. Yeah, lots of fucking knowers, guys. That was a flashbang for me before I even showed up. Good. Someone threw that at me as I lighted down and was starting to crawl underneath there. Normally, right now, we'd rotate servers. But this is the time of night. I'm not going to do that. Why the fuck are just guys in the... We have a bunch of teammates around here, right? What the fuck's going on here? Go somewhere else. Fucking weird. Bunch of enemies in here. No. Other spawn beacon's dead, so that's fine. Good. Now they're taking D. AP mines. That guy in front of me set it off, and that caused me to die behind him. Apparently, there's just an APC driving through. Okay, all right, sure, whatever. That's fine. That's fine. As I mentioned before, guys, like some people that are cheating, I'm pretty sure like some of the cheats just have like a fucking leaderboard on their screen so they know who to target, and like it highlights you if you're next to them or some stupid shit if you're at the top of the leaderboard. So they know who's doing well, and so they can focus them more. Yeah. Like, look at some of this shit. I don't know where the enemies are, guys. Like, we're just getting shot from every which angle by... Like, it's not like we're running into a horde either. That we just died to a horde. There was a guy there. Good. He was laying there when we showed up. We have teammates like all around here. Guy diving through the middle of the map to me. Weird. Very weird. Don't mind. Get peeked here. I should have went with the C4. I was thinking about it. It would have been better choice. I didn't know that sidewall was open. Would have C4'd that shit if I knew. Okay. Good. Tough guys, weaving through the lines. Going up here. I don't know. We aren't going to go over there. Change this a little bit. Get him. No. Didn't kill either of those two guys. Don't think I killed him. I think this game, like, if you try to suicide with C4, like, it actually punishes you and doesn't kill the other guy. But if you have an RPG, it doesn't do that, which is kind of weird.
How flexible?
Waited too long. You gotta go right away. There's a lot of, like, I don't know if, like, maybe you just don't see the guy. Like, the guy that shot me knew I was there. But I didn't see him when I killed the other guy. Like, that guy was definitely, like, he was following me through the fucking wall. I don't know if that was the guy in the room over there. It might have been the guy in the room, though. A lot of people that see me, but I don't see them. Which makes it very difficult, so I'm like playing around like kind of being blind, assuming I'm blind. Actually took the building. My mech just went through the ground? Oh my god, we made it. Is that an enemy? I don't know. Definitely still an enemy in there. Maybe they increased the one-shot kick, the negative downside to the one-shot kick. So your initial... Oh my god, we lost fucking everything. Your initial... Oh, fucking guys there. Fucking ran away. That's not what we want.
Got me.
Was an enemy. Great guy. Fire! Why can't I... What the fuck is that? Okay. Why is my gun not firing? What the fuck was that? I've had that happen before. What the fuck is that shit? I was literally staring at him pushing the button like multiple times. Like I held the button down and then I kept pushing the button to fire my gun and it wouldn't let me fire at him. That's maybe there's a new cheat that'll like stops your gun from firing. That's fucking weird. I've had that happen earlier tonight a couple times too. I don't know. Like I'm literally commanding my gun to fire with my words, and my gun refuses to fire. The fuck is that shit? Idea. Oh, well, that sucks. I was gonna shoot the guy outside instead of ADS. Guy walked in front of me. Can't pick them all, guys. I don't know. I don't know if that's a cheat. I guess I'm gonna have to look around the cheats again. Figure out if that's actually a cheat that's in the game. So I can start reporting that shit. Like trigger lock or something? I mean, it wasn't just like once. Like I pushed the trigger and nothing happened. And then I held it down, nothing happened, and then I pushed it again, nothing happened, and I just ran away because I couldn't do anything. Nice! And ratio not very good. We did the top of our team though. And you got this shit on their team. Not sure if this guy was actually in a helicopter all game or not. I don't think he was, because I've definitely seen him outside of a helicopter. That was the guy that was on the rooftops from early. Finding me? I don't think we ever saw. Guess I'm gonna have to take a look at cheats again. That's a new one. I never used to have that happen. We've been playing this game for what, a month and a half at this point, and I've never had trigger lock happen. And the last 2 days it's actually showed up more and more. Same thing with bullet sponging, but I think bullet sponging is stealth nerfs. More so than foul play. But that weird bug with the trigger lock is definitely something new. And it's very detrimental. That guy just literally just sat there in front of me, and there's nothing I could do about it. Completely oblivious to me being there. Alright, we're gonna call things here this evening, guys. Tomorrow will be more of the Battlebits. Oh, I'm supposed to make a lasagna. I forgot. We'll have fish tonight again, or maybe a pizza. Probably fish. We're going to call things here for this evening, guys. Tomorrow will be more of the Battlebits. If you are new to the stream and you enjoyed things, make sure to hit the follow button on your respective platform. I stream to Kick, Facebook Gaming, as well as YouTube Live every day from late night to early morning, GMT-6, so 11 p.m. Central Standard Time to 4 a.m. Give or take, it depends what's going on in my life, what's happening, etc., etc. All the shenanigans, guys. Tomorrow will be more of the Battlebits. Figuring out the guns, now that I kind of have an idea that it seems like they're messing around with the balancing stats on the weapons, I think we're going to bounce around between the different weapons and see which one's the best. Right now, it seems like the MP7 is the best of the SMGs, where it used to be the Vector. Vector, I don't think, is actually that good anymore. The MP5 seems like it's actually possibly broken, or at least with the MAG, so I'm going to have to go back through and try and rebalance it and see if I can make it work. It definitely seems like it's moving slower. With the small MAG, it seems like it moves slower just as fast as the Vector, which is weird because it moves like 0.04 faster, and it's not showing up. So, not exactly sure, guys. I'm out here for this evening, though, guys. Tomorrow is more Battlebits. Anyways, thanks for watching my stream as always, and I hope you guys have a wonderfully fantastic Tuesday night and a Wednesday morning. Have a good day, guys.